this is a little different for us. I usually only see you guys like in the daytime in the morning. I wanted to do a nighttime hair routine for my braids with you guys. If you're new here, my name is Niara Alexis. I mostly focus on hair content with a little bit of lifestyle and beauty as well. So if that's something you're into, you might want to go ahead and subscribe. We are fully immersed in braid season. You have knotless braids, you know that they can get like bumpity, humpity, okay? Meaning like the braids is sticking up and all that stuff and they're not laying flat. And you also don't want to be applying like mousse and products to your hair every day to help it lay down. Well, I'm going to show you the process that I do at night so that my braids lay flat. I'm also going to be including like some other things, like just some things that I do generally every night. All the products I use here will be linked down below. And I know I'm going to get questions about this scarf. I don't know where this scarf is from. Well, actually I do know. It's from Beauty Supply, but it didn't have a brand. You know how beauty supply stuff be. I have like the Boho knotless, goddess knot, whatever you want to call them, okay? The ones with the hair sticking out. Now, I do go through every night before I like really get into the process. And I just rake my hands through my hair and I break up any obvious knots. I'm not going through and like breaking up every single knot, but if I run my hand through it and I get caught on something, I stop to detangle that. So let's do that really fast. And if you're curious, I did do these braids myself. I'll have the braids tutorial that I did linked down below. I also have a braids guide, like if you're really interested in trying to learn how to do these yourself. I created a guide that shows you like all the ins and outs, goes into detail, also shows you like prep and aftercare as well. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my supplements. So I'm taking a vitamin. Do not underestimate what a just regular daily vitamin can do for your hair. If you're getting all your nutrients, it will in turn help your hair. A little bit of Topo Chico, it's my favorite water. And then I am also taking my Nutrafol, which if you have been here for a while, if you watch any of my content on TikTok or Instagram, you've heard me talk about Nutrafol before. And I'm actually down to my last day. Like I don't have any more after this. I'll have to refill. I take 4 of these a day. I've been taking these for about a year now. I take them when I have protective styles or not. And yes, I do notice a difference with these. I was recently transitioning my hair from fully relaxed to texlax and I had a lot of breakage, but I could tell that like my breakage would have been like 10 times worse if I was not taking this Nutrafol. It helps make your hair stronger and less susceptible to breakage. So I would definitely give these a try if that's something you struggle with. I do have a discount code linked down below for you guys if it's something you're into. And if not Nutrafol, honestly, if you are wearing protective style, I would suggest any sort of supplement to help, you know, your hair just kind of rehab and like regroup as much as it can while it's in style. We're gonna go in with some topical stuff. So I'm using the Sacred Restoring Hair and Edge Drops. I posted on here my 30-day results. I'm actually about to film a video for you guys so that you can see my 2-week results of me wearing braids for 2 weeks and applying this every single day. The hair growth was crazy. So if that video is not already live, it should be live soon, but I'll pop up a picture here on screen so you can see like what it looks like. The growth, it was there. And of course I'm doing other things as well. Like I'm taking the Nutrafol and everything like that, but this product has never like, this product has always like shown me some sort of results. So I'm using it all over my hair now. And this is a water-based product. So it's perfect for like when you're wearing braids, because if your hair reverts, like you can't really tell some braids. I do focus it mostly on my edges and I like to give my hair a good little massage in this area. I use it once a day at night. Okay, I'm also using currently Jamaican black castor oil. Those of you that have been here before know this comes out every summer when I have my hair in protective styles. This is one of my tried and true products that I swear by. Like, if you are really trying to like just leave your hair alone and just let it be the best it can be, get some Jamaican black castor oil, like soak your hair in it once a week. If you can't do that, or if you have your hair in braids, I would definitely suggest doing it like every day or every other day. Like, just do whatever works for you. But when I tell you just a little bit of this, I just applied enough to like coat my fingertips, and I'm just massaging it onto my scalp. You don't need a lot. It is a very thick oil, so you don't go overboard with it. You see I put some on my edges, but I'm just taking whatever is on my fingertips and I'm literally just coating it all over my scalp. And I do wash my hair, or my scalp rather, once a week. So if you're curious about that, check my channel, or I'll link the latest one down below. I do a braids wash day every week, and I'm not washing the full length of my braids every week. I'm mostly washing my scalp, and I wash the length of my braids like every 2 to 3 weeks. My braids are already kind of flat, so I want them to remain like this. But a little tip for you, if your braids are humpity bumpity and you want them to lay down flat, you're gonna do the same process, but before you do that, you're gonna take a spray bottle and you're gonna take some sort of mousse. You're gonna mist your hair with a little bit of water, and then you're gonna take about 2 to 3 pumps of your mousse and smooth it down on your hair. And then that way, you're gonna tie your scarf down and everything and do this process I'm about to show you. And when you wake up in the morning, your hair will be back on flat, I promise you. Don't go overboard with the water, don't drench your hair, lightly mist it, and don't go overboard with the mousse, only like 2 to 3 pumps. You're gonna take your scarf and you're gonna lay your hair how you want it to lay. I think that will be obvious, but you never know. So I want my hair to be flat, parted down the middle, okay? If you have a side part, or you like to wear your hair in a side part and you want them to be flat, laying to either side, push them to either side, okay? So now that I have my hair laying flat, I'm gonna take my scarf. Now for me personally, I cannot deal with hair being on my ears. So when I put my scarf on, I go underneath. But if you don't have an issue with that, you could definitely tie your scarf above like this. But when I am like sleeping, not even when I'm sleeping, anytime during the day, I cannot function with a lot of hair by my ears. I'm gonna go under, crisscross in the back, and bring it to the front. Now, be careful if you're doing this type of method where you're crisscrossing under the back, because you can pull it too tight and it will cause too much tension on your braids in the back here. So just make sure like those braids have some room to breathe or whatever, like they're not pulled too tight. But this is how your hair should look, and it should be comfortably snug, but not like super tight, because you're going to tie this in a knot that is going to be sitting up on your forehead. So if it's too tight, it will cause a little, at least for me, it'd be causing me a headache when this is tied too tight and this little knot is sitting on my head. Have it tucked down like that. Now I know someone's going to ask, well, what about a bonnet? I personally don't like bonnets. Not for braids. Actually, not for anything, but especially not for braids, especially not this type of style. Because if you want your hair to lay flat, if you put it in a bonnet, you think about it, like the bonnet doesn't really like smooth and lay your hair down like this does. The bonnet just, it has a whole bunch of space and room in it for your hair to just like rub around. If you want, you could let these hang, but I personally would not, okay? I don't like sleeping with this hair just out like this, and I also don't want it to get like tangled. I'm gonna braid this up. This is another part, you want to make sure you don't do it too tight, because it can like pull on your hair, and depending on how heavy your braids are, it could be a little bit too much tension. But you want it to be like snug enough that that boho hair, if you do have the boho hair hanging out of your knotless braids, is like contained and it's not like coming out and stuff. And if you are like a die-hard bonnet girl, you could definitely do this, put the bonnet on top. I don't mind a bonnet if you have just a scarf on top or underneath to like secure everything down that needs to be secured. And then this is what the braid looks like in the back. You see, it's pretty secure back there. Now this part is optional. I always use a hair perfume because I am just super, I don't know, conscious about my braids and how they smell. I don't want my braids to ever smell like outside, one, because if you're outside for long enough, your braids can catch that air and they just start smelling like outside. You know what that smell is. I don't want them ever smelling smoky. Like if I'm in a place that's smoky, I'm gonna be like peeved, one, because I don't like smoky scents, but I also don't want it to attach to my hair, because then that means I need to come home, not only wash my scalp, but the whole length of my braids, and that's annoying. And two, I don't want them to ever smell mildewy, which luckily I've never had that problem. If you do, let me know down below if I need to make a video about that. Actually, don't worry about it. I already plan on making a video about it. So, but this is the Kristen S, the One Signature hair perfume. I really like this, but also a lot of body sprays are hair perfumes, like the Sol de Janeiro scents. They call them hair and body mists, I'm pretty sure. And down the braid. I hope you guys like that. I hope it was helpful. It was a little change of pace for us, nighttime video. I got me here in my house robe. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.